lying on our backs with your towel rolled up, and you're going to put it between your shoulder blades lengthwise while we wait for everyone to arrive. Raffles in your bed. No, stay. Stay. So you're lying back over the towel, so you want your head off. And you can have knees bent and not together, or you can have your legs straight, whichever feels good. And then, depending on how high your towel roll is and how your shoulders feel, you can cactus arms or just have your elbows resting with your hands on your rib cage. And starting to allow the breath to deepen. That was in bed. So allowing the chest to feel a bit more expansive. A few more seconds here. Preparing you maybe for a week of being hunched forward. Okay, and then roll off to the side and come to lie on your front. And you're going to take your arms wide, like a T shape. Rest your right ear onto the mat, palms are down. And then bring left hand in front of your face, elbow pointing up, roll over the right shoulder. You can lift the left hip, so roll left knee up, touch the ground behind you if you can. So leveraging yourself over that right shoulder. You can do this one standing against a wall or even walking into a corner. If you lift one arm up to around 3 o'clock, so your right hand, exactly like this, standing against the wall and then turning your body into the room. Okay, then roll back the other way. If you walked into a corner, you can do both at the same time. You have your arms out, stand with your facing into the corner and feel this pec stretch, so stretching across the front of the chest. Okay, left arm straight, left ear to the mat, bring your fingertips in front of your face, with the right hand, and then rolling over, touching the toes down. Inhale, come back to center, come into Sphinx for a moment, so elbows under shoulders, forearms and palms parallel, tops of the feet pressed down, lift your kneecaps. Draw your chest forward. Feel that stretch in your core, shoulder blades down your back. Press the pubic bone down, press the tops of the feet down. Gaze is forward. Okay, tuck your toes under. Come up onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. Going to do rabbit. This is to stretch through the tops of the shoulders and the neck. So placing the head down, but you want to roll onto the crown, and you can keep your hands beside you, or you take your hands to your heels. That's the full pose. Is to press the crown of the head down, and then get to straight arms as you lift your hips. You want to roll onto the back of your skull. Go easy, but just so you feel this stretch. God, it's hard to talk down there, but feel the stretch through the cervical vertebrae. And the hands pulling on your feet will draw your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hips coming up. And then inhale. Come up. Come to sit. Legs out in front of you. Sit nice and tall. Bring the left heel outside the right buttock. Rest that thigh on the ground. So we've done this before, Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. But if you can bring the right foot over and press the sole of the foot down, then do that, keeping the left thigh on the mat. Otherwise, you just keep the foot in front of the shin. Squeeze your core, lift up, and then bring your left elbow to hug the right knee. Draw that into your chest, lift your chest up. Right hand behind you, and then start to revolve. Keep the neck long, shoulders away from ears. Keep pressing the sole of the foot and the big toe down on the right foot. Hug it in. You should feel this lovely stretch up through the hip and thigh of the right leg. Inhale, come back to center, release the legs. Other side. Okay, sit up, so press through your sitting bones, sit up nice and tall. Right arm hugs that knee towards you. Keep the chest lifting, squeeze your core. Left hand goes behind. Keep the lift through the chest and then revolve. Inhale, come back to center. Now we're going to do Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So keep your legs as they are. If you're able to, actually, you want to sit up on, let's unravel. It'll be easy to sit on your block. You can just have crossed legs if you find cow face legs a bit too difficult, but we keep, so right leg crossed over, left leg crossed over right, and then you want to reach your toes away from you and roll your knees down towards the mat. So if it's, you want to try and get the knees stacked. If it's too intense, then just have crossed legs. But this is a real strong hip opener. Take your arms wide. Then you're going to turn the left palm up, pat your shoulder, and then draw with the opposite hand, draw the shoulder, the elbow back, feel that tricep stretch. Trying to lift up through the crown of the head, so don't let the head draw forward, lift the head up. if you can, you're going to keep that left hand touching the middle of your shoulder blades, and then the right arm, palm down, sweeps behind you. Bend the elbow to bring the hands towards each other. You can hold onto your t-shirt if they don't reach. Lift your chest. And then exhale, release, lean back, uncross the legs. I always think in the best possible taste, if you remember him, but anyway. Sink your knees again, so now you've got right on top of left. Slide the feet away from each other. Drop the knees down. One side will feel better than the other. Just come to normal cross legs if this is too strong, or you can even sit yourselves up higher on more props. Take the arms out. So you're going to bring the right hand to touch between the shoulder blades. Opposite hand to draw, feel that tricep stretching. Draw the hand down your back. Lift the head up. Then release the left hand. So palm goes behind, so facing to the back. Bend the elbow. And then draw the fingertips towards each other. So this is where you can use your strap or your towel if you want to feel that pull and you can't reach your fingertips, which I can't on this side. Right-handed, but you're always a bit tighter on one side than the other. Keep the thighs soft, keep lifting up through the chest. Inhale, release. Exhale, come to stand at the front of the mat. Surya Namaskar A. Stand for a moment in mountain. You might feel a bit pretzel-like, a bit twisted up, so you want to feel space now. So just stand in Tadasana. Feel length now through the thighs, the chest, the spine, the neck. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Like we're doing just now, draw the shoulder blades down your back, elbows towards your waist, neck is long. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips into down dog. Take 3 breaths. You can paddle your heels, move your hips, bending the knees, just whatever feels good. Inhaling, stepping forwards. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog, 3 breaths. And then inhaling, come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Inhaling, stepping forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, coming down onto the mat, forearm plank. So you can have hands clasped or arms and hands parallel like Sphinx. Step your feet back. You can drop your knees if you need to. Roll the shoulders over the elbows. Press through your forearms and your heels. Reach to the crown of your head. Keep the breath coming nice and even. Squeeze the outer hips and the shins. So really feel that drawing of the legs to the midline. Inhale, lift your hips. Walk your feet in a little. Dolphin. Draw your heels down towards the mat. Slightly lift your tailbone up. Squeeze your core and then reach your chin over your fists. Lift back up. You can do this with your knees on the ground. Roll forward again. So you want to come to like a plank, leaning forward. Lift your hips again. Last one. And then drop your knees down. Come into child's pose. So press your palms down. Push them away from you. Sink the hips towards your heels. Feel the length in your spine. And as you press the palms down, now draw the hands towards you, straight arms. Feel that spread in the shoulders. And come forward to lie on your back. Oh, that's annoying. I haven't got my belt with me. If you've got your belt or towel, lying back, so knees bent first, we're going to stretch through the hamstrings, so it really helps to release the lower back. So pressing into your strap, hold it in your right hand. If it feels good, straighten the left leg, but keep the leg active. Push through the heel, hand to the left thigh, grounding you. And draw that foot towards you. Head and shoulders relaxed. And start to take the right leg out to the side, but you're slightly turning, so turning the toes out slightly so you feel this external rotation in the hip. Ground the left hand down. You can use your elbow to prop. Just coming to a point where you can keep both hips grounded. Keep pushing through the heel or both feet, and then inhale. Use your adductors, your inner thigh muscles, to bring the foot back up. Draw it back towards your face. bend the knee, release. Other side. Gosh, I've got the thickest towel ever here. Okay. So pushing through as if you're stamping on the ceiling, so the heel at the sole of the foot. Straighten the right leg. Draw the left foot towards you, but keep drawing the thigh bone down into the hip socket. Engage your core. Feel as if you're pressing the lower back down and pushing up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, that external rotation just gently through the top of the thigh and lowering the leg. So grounding down the right hip. And use the adductor, the inner thigh muscle, bring that leg back up. Bring the foot towards you again for a moment. Then bend the knee, release the strap. Draw your knees in to your chest. Keep your head and shoulders relaxed. Just rock there a moment, draw little circles. Back the other way. And then rock to sit. So draw head and shoulders towards your knees. Start to rock. Okay, sitting nice and tall. Close your eyes. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste.